So, good day. My name is Mark Gabriel B. Cuenta, and I'm going to present the video coursework 1, in which the topic of this is the Hartley's Law on information theory and the Shannon's limit on information capacity. Moving on to the introduction. So, information theory is a theoretical study, highly theoretical study of the efficient use of bandwidth to propagate information through electronic communication system. It can be used to determine the information capacity of a data communication system, in which it is the measure of how much information can be propagated through a communication system and is function of bandwidth and transmission time. Information capacity represents the number of independent symbols that can be carried through a system in a given unit of time. So the basic digital symbol used to represent information is the binary digit or bit, wherein it is often convenient to express the information capacity of a system as a bit rate, in which bit rate is simply the number of bits transmitted during 1 second and is expressed in bits per second or BPS. So the information theory is the mathematical study on how information is transmitted, processed, and stored, providing the foundation for all modern digital communication developed in the mid 20th century. And its most crucial contribution came from the works of Claude Shannon and Ralph Hartley, so who created a model to understand and fundamental limits and efficiency of communication system. So the core principle of the theory is explain how we can achieve reliable data transfer, compress files, and corrects error in every form, everything from mobile phones to the internet. So moving on to the discussion. So Hart's law is a fundamental principle in information theory formulated by Ralph Hartley. So it provides a way to quantify information by establishing a logarithmic relationship between the amount of information transmitted and the number of possible symbols used for communication, such as the letters, numbers, or signal. So, for example, the using of more unique symbols in a communication system increase the capacity for more complex information. So this law is crucial for understanding the fundamental limits and design of communication system, data compression, and data storage, helping engineers optimize how information is decoded and transmitted efficiently. Moving on to the formula for Hartley's law on information theory. So it can be seen that the information capacity is a linear function of bandwidth and transmission time and is directly proportional to both. So if either the bandwidth or the transmission time changes, a directly proportional change occurs in the information capacity. So I is directly proportional to B times T. So I represents the informational capacity in bits per seconds, and B is for bandwidth in hertz. T is transmission time in seconds. So on the other hand, there is another formula for the theory in which in terms of bitrate form, in which I is equals to KB. I it represents the information capacity. K is the proportionally constant related to the number of distinguishable signals level and logarithmic, and B for bandwidth. Moving on to the Shannon's limit on information theory, wherein Claude Shannon's channel capacity theorem, developed in the 1940s, defined the absolute maximum rate at which information can be reliably transmitted over a communication channel. So the formula for this is the I is equals to B times log to 1 plus Sn, wherein I is the information capacity in bits per second, B is bandwidth, And S over N is the signal to noise power ratio, which is unitless. On the other hand, with the same formula, but with a base of 10. So I is equals to 3.32 B log 10, 1 plus Sn. So moving on to the problem solving. So for the first problem, the standard telephone circuit with a signal to noise ratio of 1030 dB and a bandwidth of 2.7 kilohertz. Determine the Shannon limit for information capacity. So given the problem, we will get the given, which is P is equals to 2.7 kilohertz, and S signal to noise power ratio is equals to 1000. So again, we will use the formula I is equals to 3.32 B log 10, 1 plus S over N. So direct substitution. So 3.32 times 2.7 kilohertz times 10 log or log 10, 1 plus 1000. So as we compute for the following, 2.7 kilohertz log 10, 1 plus 1000. We will get the value of 26.8959 kbps, or round off, we will have 26.9 kbps. So moving on to the problem 2. The problem 2 is an ideal communication system with a average power limitation and white Gaussian noise as a bandwidth of 1 megahertz and an S signal to noise ratio of 10. So A, determine the channel capacity. So with the given, we have 1 megahertz of bandwidth and 10 signal to noise ratio. We will use the formula I is equals to B log 2, 1 plus Sn. So I is equals to 1, 1 megahertz plus log 2, 1 plus 10. We will get the value of 34.8 or of 3.4594 Mbps, which we will round up to the second decimal places of 3.46 mega megabits per second. Moving on to the problem 3, again with the same value, but letter B, if the signal to noise ratio drop to 5, what bandwidth is required for the same channel capacity? So the given naman dito is I is equals to 3.4594 Mbps and signal to noise ratio of 5. So with the given formula, we will get 3.4594 Mbps is equals to B log 2, 1 plus 5. So again, I is equals to B log 2, 6, wherein B is equals to I, or 1, over, wait, let me double check. So I natin is yung 3.4594. So, again, so 3.4594 Mbps is equals to B log 2, 1 plus 5. So, ito yung formula. Excuse me. So, I is equals to B log 2, 6. So, we'll transpose B to the left side, wherein B is equals to I over log 2 of 6, wherein I is equals to 3.4594 megabits per second over log 2, 6. So we will get the value of 1.3383 megahertz, or 1.34 megahertz rounded off. So moving on to the problem 4, a voice grade telephone channel has a bandwidth of 3400 Hz. If signal to noise ratio is equal to 30 dB, determine the capacity of the channel. Given is 3400 bandwidth and signal to noise ratio of 30 decibels. So we will first convert the decibels so into the form. So signal to noise ratio in dB is equal to 10 log 10 Sn. Substitute 30 is equal to 10 log 10 times Sn. So Sn 10 log Sn is equal to 3 because 30 divided 10 is equal to 3. So Sn, the signal to noise ratio, is equal to 10 raised to 3, wherein it is equals to 1000. So next, I is equal to B log 2, 1 plus Sn, wherein again, the Sn that we got earlier is 1000. So substitute 3400 log 2 times 1 plus 1000. So we will get the value of 33.8886 kbps or rounded up to two decimal places, which is 33.89 kbps. Moving on to the last problem, a voice credit telephone channel has a bandwidth of 3400 Hz and signal to noise ratio of 30 decibels. So again, in letter B, if this channel is used to transmit 34 kbps of data, determine the minimum signal to noise ratio required for the channel. So given is I, wherein 48 kbps, and B of 3400. So 34 So with the formula I equals to B log 2 1 plus Sn. So 34 kbps is equals to 48 kbps is equals to 3400 log 2 1 plus Sn. Where Sn natin is yung 17.776 or 17.78 rounded off to the two decimal places. So Sn in dB is equals to 10 log 10. So Sn, where Sn natin nga is yung 17.7760. So substitute, we will get the S over N in dB of 42.4984 decibels or 42.50 decibels rounded up to the second decimal places. So lastly, the reference. So these are my reference. So thank you for listening.